Hey, so in this video, this is a juicy topic of happiness. Well, actually, okay, and I told you happiness, and it's not about happiness really. So, the problem with the word happiness is that nobody really knows what it is, right? What is happiness? So, there is a bit different approach, and today I'm going to share with you scientifically proven way to have a better life. And if you want to know more before even I mention anything, this information comes from the research by Martin Seligman. And if you want to know more, the best, to be honest, his book, Flourish, I felt is not the greatest. At least I didn't feel like, oh wow, this is amazing. Maybe because I already knew a lot about it. Okay, so it gives good kind of background information, but you can just go online and read about it. And today we are going to talk about PERMA, P-E-R-M-A. I'm not good with letters. So PERMA is an acronym that basically helps you have a better life. And what Martin Seligman and his colleagues found, they did a really long research in the field of positive psychology. Positive meaning how to have a good life. Okay, and they found that there are 5 components to having a what would you call a happy life. They are P, PERMA, yeah, so P, positive emotions. If so, here is the thing, easy way to think about it. If you take out any of these components from your life, you will not have a happy life. If you have them all, then you will be happy. If you have one of them missing, boom, then that's it, you're screwed. You will not have, you'll have okay life, and the less you have, the worse your life is. Okay, so let's go. P, positive emotions, meaning that your daily life should have something good about it. And how to do that? Well, basically, you bring in your life better people, you bring in your life better situations. Your job has to be something that you enjoy, or your working environment has to be something that you enjoy. So basically, your positive emotions will make your life better, and not just make your life better. Without positive emotions, well, can you imagine a life without positive emotions? No. So, and okay, let's be honest. Having positive emotions is your responsibility. It's like food, you know? Who will like feed you? Are you a baby? No, right? Who will give you positive emotions in your life? Nobody. It's like you need to either find them or make them, okay, or buy them. just like with food, you know, find, make, or buy. Okay, so those are positive emotions. Number 2, E, engagement. And engagement is what's called flow. There is a book with the same name. It's very difficult to explain because this is quite a rare experience in human life, the flow. I'm sure that most of people had it, but they didn't have it long enough, or they didn't have it often enough, and so it's hard to explain. But engagement means that you lose self-awareness. Okay, did you understand this? So you forget that you exist, and when that happens, that is the flow. So it's kind of hard to, you see, maybe now you're like, what? Like, I forget I exist? Like, does it even work? Yeah, it works. It's possible. Imagine doing something and being really focused on doing that. I've had this experience many times when I was playing soccer, and or football, as it should be called. In those times, you are so focused on the game that you become a part of the game. You're not a person playing the game anymore. You are the game. Understand? So there is a ball and you feel like you are the game. You are the part of the game. And the people who can achieve that state, they are usually the best at that. And one more, important factor in that state is that this activity is challenging enough, but it's not too difficult. Understand? So it's not too easy when you can do it easily and your mind starts, no, let's think about something else. Like tying your shoes or showering, it's not very difficult. You've been doing it many times. So then your mind starts wandering off. Or there is another extreme, which is when it's too difficult and you get frustrated. You're like, oh, damn it, I can't do this. Again, that's not a good state. The state of flow is between the two. It's like, oh yeah, this is challenging. Wow, I should focus on this. And you succeed at doing that because it's not too difficult for you. So that is the flow, engagement. So P, positive emotions, engagement. Then R, relationships. Well, yeah, how can you live and be happy without relationships? Yeah, I think that's kind of actually easy. Like, you will find a lot of information on relationships. Even in this series of videos, you will find me talking about relationships. So that is the easy. I'm not gonna even just have good relationship with friends, loved ones, family, co-workers, other people, your children. Easy. Done. Okay, next. So we have P, positive emotions, E, engagement, R, relationships, and next, this is the difficult one. This is the M. That's the meaning. So basically, you need to have meaning in your life. And why it's so difficult is because, well, okay, I will just, boom, tell you. I have a video on this, so just search somewhere and you will find it. Okay, but in short, life has no meaning. Nothing has meaning. Humans give meaning to things. Okay, and maybe that's why it's so difficult to have a clear answer. And the real answer to the meaning question is, what is your challenge in life? Like, what is your function in life? And that is a very difficult question, but you need to know. And the easy way to think about it, well, not easy, but easier way to think about it is ask yourself these questions. Question number 1. What is the problem in the world that you would like to solve? Okay? And I think you will find so many answers to that. Okay, so then let's step it up. What is the problem in the world that you would sacrifice your life for? Like, what if somebody tells you, okay, so you will die, but one problem will be solved? What would that be? And that answer is going to be the meaning of your life, because it means that that problem is so important to you that you would give your life for. And so here is the thing. Actually, you don't have to die immediately. You can devote your life to solving that problem, because the result is kind of the same. Maybe you will solve it, maybe you will not. We don't know in your lifetime, right? But you will spend your life, your time on this planet solving that problem. And if your answer is, I would sacrifice my life for solving that problem, it means you will be happy doing that. So Imagine you have some kind of ridiculous problem, right? And you spend 10 years of your life solving it. Like many people actually do. That's why there is midlife crisis, because people spend, let's say, 10 years of their life working, and then they finally and suddenly realize that what they have been doing for, let's say, 10 years of their life doesn't really matter. They haven't solved any problem. They haven't even moved the world or themselves a little closer to solving any important problem, you know? So, and then they're like, oh my God, but they still don't know what to do. And so this is why I'm telling you this now, so that you can start thinking about this and redirecting your life towards something that is meaningful to you. Understand? Because if it's not meaningful to you what you do, number one, you will have a crisis. You will have a big crisis of wasting your life for something that you don't care about. And number two, your daily life will not be as rich or satisfying. You will be like, oh, why should I do this? Why should I go to work? Why should I do anything? Because you don't care about what you're doing? Well, duh, you shouldn't do that. So find something that you would sacrifice your life for, either like immediately. If somebody tells you, look, you can die today or like tomorrow, and this problem will be solved. Would you agree to that? And if you say yes, then that is the problem you should start focusing on and should start fixing every day. Even if you take little steps, that will give you meaning. Okay? So, that is the M. And I talked so much about it because this is probably the most difficult one, and this is the least talked about thing. Okay? And if you want to know more about the meaning, I recommend reading a book, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's, how to say, it's more of a diary, or observations of the author who went through concentration camps in the 40s of 1940s during the Second World War, but from those observations you can kind of pick out certain points. But the main point is what I just told you. So if you want to know more, read that book or listen to that book. I listened. Okay, and the last one, A. Okay, let's recap. Okay, P, positive emotions. E, engagement or flow. And flow is the book again. Then PR, relationships. Do it by yourself, do your own research. M, meaning. And A is achievements. And so achievement is, well, basically, I think you understand what achievement means, right? It's something that you have accomplished in your life. If you haven't accomplished anything, and I had this experience when I was a teenager, before I started working or anything, and it's like nobody accomplishes anything when they are teenagers, and that's very hard, because you're like, well, how can I be happy if I've done nothing in my life? But to be honest, I'm sure you would find something. Even like in my case, when I was a teenager, like there was nothing that I found. But now that I'm thinking about it, well, by the time I was a teenager, I already, for example, I think I made or modified my bag, which, you see, it's difficult to judge from outside because you just live and you think it's normal, but not many people do that, you know. So I could like design my own bag when I was a child. Number two, I took the second place in pull-up competition, and I would have taken the first place had I not been sick at that time. So you see, in my age group, I was like one of the best, or maybe the best. I don't know. Like that didn't happen, so I don't know. Um, yes, and also I made a dictionary when I was in school. I made a dictionary of bad words, and so that's also not what people do. And I never thought of these things as achievements, but they were, because they were unique and unusual and more than usual. Okay, outstanding, so to speak. So this is what you should also think about. Uh, what are your current achievements? Okay, and also point your life towards getting new achievements. So if you have meaning and positive emotions and everything, you are much more likely to get achievements. And achievements, even at, let's say, later age in your life, when you have no more power, maybe your health is already, going down. Maybe you have daily pains, but you can look back and think, yeah, I did well. Good job, me, you know? And then you will be a little more happier. Okay? So those are 5 things that can help you have a happier, better life. Positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, my favorite, and achievements. So just remembering your achievements, that's important. Yeah, I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video.